Olá, eu sou Teacher Dulce, professora de inglês online para todos os níveis, individual ou em grupo. Eu trouxe aqui um vídeo bem interessante para você assistir. Mas antes dele começar, eu queria te pedir, dá uma olhada nele com carinho e se você gostar, dá um like, se inscreve no canal, compartilha, comenta, deixa ele chegar para mais pessoas. E se você está com pressa de aprender inglês, eu tenho pronto um curso de inglês básico. Vou deixar a descrição aqui embaixo para você chegar até ele. E aí, se tiver interessado, depois você volta e a gente começa a partir do intermediário. Hello. Our interview today, face-to-face with Teacher Dulce, is with Tulio. Tulio is a very good friend of mine, and he has a very beautiful story to tell us about receiving. Right, Tulio?
Hello, Teacher Dulce. It's a pleasure to be here. Yes, today we will talk about Hermanitos. Hermanitos is an NGO that was founded by myself, Patricia, my wife, and Anderson, a very good friend of us, focused to support the refugees that arrives in Amazon in order to support them to find job opportunities and also have training, entrepreneurship, and in order to support their social and economic integration in Brazil and provide them capabilities to have the livelihood solutions.
Nice. And this started with the Venezuelan people coming to Brazil.
Yes,
right?
Hermanitos started during about 2018 when it started the huge flow of Venezuelan refugees arriving in Manaus. And then walking around the street, we saw several people with some banners saying, "I'm starving, I need food, I need work." And then we went to the shelters. And initially, we thought that we will support them with food. And when we arrived there, everybody said, "I'd like to work. Please give me a work. Support me to find a job." And then we started as private person and then making the resumes. And then during the weekend, we went there, opened the computer, start writing up the resumes and giving in our network, giving the resumes. And in this activity, we start having one job offer, 2, 3, and then we start having several people being getting opportunities, job opportunities. And then in the end of 2018, and we write down a project that is called Hermanitos. Hermanitos is small brother in Spanish. And then initially, we start supporting the Venezuelan refugees. In about 2 years ago, we changed a little bit our focus and open to all the nationalities. And this year, on 2025, we have supported more than 20 different nationalities of different countries. People arrive in Manaus that have been supported with the job opportunities and livelihood solutions and durable solutions in order to have them some opportunities to have economic integration in Manaus. And nowadays, Hermanitos is also have an activity in Boa Vista, where is the entrance door of the Welcome operation. That is an operation that happening with Brazilian Army, some ministries, and also several international agencies, such as UNHCR, that is a very close partner with Hermanitos. And then we are supporting in Boa Vista, supporting the strategy of interiorization. That the
documents, these kind of things.
Yes, it's the document, but also the voluntary reallocation of the people. So, for instance, we find some job opportunities in the south of Brazil, in southeast, in central east of Brazil, and then several areas in Brazil. We, as Hermanitos, we have a team in Boa Vista that support the company to make the interview, identify all the documents of the candidate, and offer the job. And then when they sign the contract, the welcome operation that is led by Brazilian Army, they make the transfers of the refugees to other places in Brazil in order to have this job opportunity.
Nice, beautiful job. Congratulations, beautiful, beautiful job. And Tulio, when you started this, what was the biggest challenge for you to help these people?
Well, I think that there is a lot of challenge from the organization perspective, and also several challenges from this population. From the organization perspective, I think the initial one is because I'm not in this humanitarian area. I'm engineer, so I'm not. But there is a lot of skills that I need to acquire in order to run this organization. Hermanitos nowadays has more than 30 employees in order to work in several areas, in several projects, and also in different cities, in different states. And then in another big challenge, that's still a big challenge, is to have the sustainability of the organization, because there is a lot of activities. There is usually we have several partners, but to establish these partnerships, it's not so easy. So there is a long way that we need to have some self-funding initially, and then in order to create a structure in order to have big projects being running. And also another challenge is to work with Hermanitos as a big organization, as a volunteer, because all the board of directors of Hermanitos are volunteers. So this is another challenge that we have. And in other hand,
this demands time. This demands time, demands attention, but you have your life. You need to provide your family and these other things too.
Exactly. So, and sometimes I feel that I'm trying to balance several dishes that need to have everything rolling. And then one thing that it's very clear, it's there is a lot of support, the universe support. And I strongly believe that the God acting on the daily basis, having
you're not alone.
Yeah, that we are not alone. But this is something that is very clear to us in this activity. But of course, there is a lot of challenge in order to have this balance between the volunteer work, but also with the job, family, and all the other needs that we need to do. But on the other hand, from the refugees, there is even more difficult challenge, because for instance, 10 years ago, we have about 60 million refugees in the world. And nowadays, we have more than 120 million of refugees. It's more than the double in 10 years of the people that are displaced, forcibly displaced due to persecution, conflicts, human rights violations, violence, climate disasters. So there is a lot of people, and in order to put the shoes of a refugee, I invite you to make an exercise, to look to your house, to everything that you have in your home, and imagine you put the most important things in a backpack, only only the things that you can carry in a backpack, and go to another country that you, in several cases, you do not speak the language, that you do not have the network of support, the support network. You do not have your graduation, your courses are not considered there, is not valid, and start from zero or almost zero. This is something that we have in the world, so a huge number of people that are increasing. As I mentioned, it's more than double in 10 years. And this is something that is a huge challenge. And then for them, there is the most different challenge and difficulties that they have in order to try to guarantee the sustainability for their family, to take care of their family, to adjust in a different country, and even on this universe of refugees, there is also some ones that are even more vulnerable. And in Hermanitos, we have specific projects for these most vulnerable ones. Then we have a project that we have supported today with the support, with the partnership, with the NPT, the Public Prosecutor of Work, Labor Public Prosecutor Office here in Manaus, and UNHCR, the High Commissioner of the United Nations for Refugees. That is for single mother women. Single mothers, we have, when it's a refugee, they need to support to have the sustainability and also take care of the kids. And have a huge number of single mother women. We have also the young people. That it's a challenge because due to the high commitment, high energy of the young,
when you say young people, you're talking about teenagers.
From 12 to 20.
Okay.
From 12 to 20. That's usually what happens. They quit the school. They get very high risk jobs. And then it creates a cycle of high vulnerability because they quit the school, and then they get jobs that are very explored, and then in the future they still have this vulnerability cycle. And then what we do is we prepare them to get positions in the job market as apprentice.
Nice.
And also reinforcing them to keep in the school.
It's necessary to study, not necessary to. You said that when you do now the reflection you asked me to do with you, not to think about what can I carry with me. And okay, when I get in a country, I don't speak the language. My degrees are not recognized, so I don't have a degree. I need to start from zero. And I remember in the beginning of the project that I visited your project, you were teaching women how to clean and to organize the house of Brazilian people the way the Brazilian people like it to have the house organized.
Yes.
And this is a thing that touches me very much when I remember this, because it was in details. Now you thought about details. It's not only it's really to bring dignity to the people who are coming now to our country, to really receive them with open arms.
Yes, exactly. When it's really important to have them to make they feel that they are welcome, that they have a kind of way to have the support, that they are welcome in Brazil. And in the end of the day, and we have every time try different ways to support them to have dignity, works, and to grow in the country. And we have several examples of people that have been started from very low kind of low income opportunities, but grow in a sustainable way, and now have very leadership are working in leadership positions. But then it's essential to make them feel part of the country, feel part of the community, because they are a brother. As hermanitos, they are a brother. If we identify that we are son of God, we are all brothers. And then when we can create this, and this is something that Patricia always mentions, we need to do to them what we would like anybody make to us if we are in a similar situation.
If we were in the situation, we were in their positions.
Exactly.
Nice. And another thing, you have lots of partners helping you to go with this. But did you receive, from society, did you receive lots of support, or just in public institutions you got it?
Well, from now,
companies that helped you to give their jobs.
Yes, we create a very powerful network in Manaus and in Brazil at the end of the day. So this network, it have international organizations that are financing us and supporting militarily, that we run projects with the KPIs, with the specific projects, humanitarian projects, in order to support and mitigate the pain of the refugees and support them in the integration. And then we have also a lot of connections, a lot of volunteers that support us. We have more than 30 employees, but we have several other volunteers that support us. And we have the network nowadays with several organizations, several companies, organizations. Here in Manaus, we are leading.
From Manaus, organizations from Manaus.
In fact, it's in the whole Brazil, because we have
but in Manaus held the project together. That's the thing.
Yes, and here in Manaus, we lead the Fórum Empresas com Refugiados, hub do Fórum Empresas com Refugiados. That is a hub created by organization that is created by Global Pact from United Nations and UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. And we are leading this hub that is connecting several companies that give opportunities for the refugees. So this is something that we are locally here in Manaus leading that. But our network, it's abroad. It's not only in Manaus, because we are supporting refugees in Boa Vista to have jobs all over Brazil. So we have nowadays more than 100 companies connected with us, and we have been we had some strategies in order to sensibilize these organizations, these companies, and also to prepare the candidates, because we have a lot of talents, refugees talents in Brazil, all over Brazil, in several fields, and these refugees, if they do not have an opportunity, they are a part of the community, and they most of the times they are getting low income job, and we know that they have some ones that have been also in very high vulnerability. But in other hand, when they got a job opportunity, they create they start another cycle, a prosperity cycle, in order to have a job, grow, their family have better condition, and the most important, they contribute also to Brazil economy. They contribute to the society, and then they became a key person, also a adding value person in our society. That's, in the end of the day, it's what we need to have in a society where everybody contribute to a better world, or contribute, even giving the small contribution, but it's a contribution to the community.
Yeah, important. They are important. And I know that we are talking about people. I know we are talking about hearts, but I will ask you numbers. Do you have numbers of how many people you have already? Because you told more than 20 countries, but people, how many?
Yeah. Nowadays, in all of our activities, we have supported more than 40,000 people in different areas, in different fields. Only with job placement, supporting to have a job opportunity, we have more than 2,000 people employed by Hermanitos activities. And it is considering as formal job, because when we are looking for informal ones, the number is higher. We have also more than 1,000 people supported with entrepreneurship and income generation activities, in order to activity that they generate effectively, increase their income generation. In dozens of thousands of refugees that receive training, document support, and also different other supports that we provide, in order to, as Portuguese classes, informatics training, some other soft skill trainings, hard skill training, and then preparing from related from the Brazilian legislation, work legislation, but not talking only about their rights, but also what they need to do, how to perform, how to be, as you have mentioned. When we started, we was working for the woman,
teaching them how to clean.
How to clean their houses, yes. But it's always to have them, in order to prepare the refugees to become a good workers, and to contribute effectively in our society, to know what they need to do, how to do, and support them in this integration, that they are very, very likely to get this opportunity and create and make their best.
Nice. Hey, Tulio, I see you have a T-shirt. It's not so clear. What is this symbol? With two hands?
Yes.
Holding.
Our symbol, it changes. Initially, it was two hands with the heart of the Venezuelan flag.
Okay, but now it's not only Venezuelan.
Yes. Then 2 years ago, the heart it grew. And not only with the Venezuelan people or the Venezuelan flag, but it grew to the world. And then it was reflected in our logo, in our symbol. This is the logo of Hermanitos, but it also reflects in our statute and in our organization, our vision. Then we open our focus to all nationalities of refugees, also including Brazilian in vulnerability, in order to support, because in this Hermanitos was founded in 2019, so we have more than 6 years.
6 years.
And we got a lot of technologies, social technologies, a lot of solutions that is that provide impact also to the Brazilians. And then we start being requested by Brazilian and by other nationalities. So we increase our audience, and also start looking also to the sustainability and the R&D areas, because we know that with technology we can scale up the impact for the people. And when you look for sustainability, one of the main cause of the displacement, the forcibly displacement in the world, is the climate change. The next big wave of refugees is the climate change. So looking for the sustainability, look for the climate resilience. This is ways that we can also support this population now and in the future, and prepare for the future.
Yeah, because unfortunately this is not the end. Yeah? This is not, unfortunately, we know that this is a continuous thing, and we need to be prepared to receive them. But I have a last question. You talked about more than 20 countries. I am curious about it because, yeah, Venezuelan, okay, the countries close to Brazil, they come easier, yeah? But where do they come from? Where are they from?
The main flow still coming from Venezuela. The second one, it's from Latin America country and Latin American Caribbean, then Cuba, Haiti. There is some other small countries here, and also from islands in Caribbean, but also Colombia, Peru, Guianas, and then from
but from Americas, from
our
America.
neighbors, yes, here in America. But we are also receiving a lot of people from Middle East, such as Lesbon, Egypt, and other countries in Middle East, and in Africa. There's a lot of
from Africa too,
also coming to here. So only this year we have supported more than 20 different countries, but most of the countries are from Latin America, and then we have Middle East and Africa. Being supported and being supporting them to being welcome. And from our perspective, this is not something that we expect, because that we are happy, because it's a challenge for them in order to leave their countries to start a new life in a different place. But on the other hand, it's really important to provide the tools to them to have this social and economic integration in our community. And as more diverse is a country, or as more diverse is a company, or as more diverse is a place, more rich this place will be. For instance, and then because we have different ways to thinking, you have different cultures, you have different languages, and this diversity, it's
an exchange, right? It's an exchange all the time.
Yes, it's exchange and make us strong. So this is something that we are always looking to sensibilize, and advocacy here in Brazil for everybody to understand that they are supported, they are making Brazil stronger. And what we are trying to do is to mitigate the big pain that they are facing, in order to make them feel welcome and feel that they can contribute here, and can have their dignity working and making and having their life, or starting their life with support.
Yeah. Tulio, thank you very much. I really a big fan of this project. I really think this came in a moment that people were really, with this need of a hug, and they received this hug from you. And congratulations for this, and a long life to Hermanitos and everybody from the company. And thank you very much for being here talking to me about this. And I know you have lots of other things to talk about, but today will be just about Hermanitos. Other day we will meet to talk about other things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much it was a big pleasure, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Tulio.